I, Rachel L. Levine,
Former Pennsylvania Secretary of Health Dr. Rachel Levine made history again today, being sworn in as the country's first openly transgender four-star officer. Dr. Levine is now also the first female four-star admiral in the U.S. Public Health Service Commissioned Corps.
I stand on the shoulders of those LGBTQ plus individuals who came before me, both those known and unknown. May this appointment today be the first of many more to come as we create a diverse and more inclusive future.
Dr. Levine currently serves as U.S. Assistant Health Secretary.
Sick. Alright, Shalom, Mike. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, Bahasham Raha Kudash. I'd like to give double honors to the Apostle and elders of Great Millstone. I'd like to say Shalom to the elect that teaches word on true faith and sincerity. And yeah, today I just want to tie this lesson. Sodom was left for an example. And as you can see, the clip I just played, and it pretty much captures the rebellion of the so-called white man. And it shows that he is the devil that the Bible speaks of. Because everything that's written within the scriptures, this man do the total opposite and go as far as putting these things in law, protecting bundles of sticks. And you see the hypocrisy of this nigga, man. That tranny, now he's a 4-star general. You see what he's in, what department he's in. The Department of Health. So let's just let you know, man, this place got to be destroyed at the end of the day. You know what I mean? So let's just get to it. Let's get this in the book of 2 Peter 3. 2 Peter 2, Slakia. And verse 6. And it reads, well, I start at 5. It says, and spare not the old world. See? Because guess what? We're in that time where pretty much, as in the days of Noah. But also when you read in the book of St. Luke, it tells you likewise also in the days of Lot. So when you talk about Noah, somewhere in the conversation, a lot going to be brought up. Because we once again in these times, man. But that old world, that old system, in the time of Noah, it's not spared. Ain't only remnant left of that old world is the remnants of the ark, man. You know what I mean? So how much more in this lifetime, but wickedness is as far exceeded, you know, any other wickedness that have played out throughout history, man. Oh, it tells you in the book of matter of fact, let's get some real quick and just going back to Noah. Let's just get this real quick. Genesis 6 and 5, it says, and the Most High saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. See, you saying that you actually seeing the mind of this nigga playing out by what you see in this system, the rhetoric, what he put forth on the media, the form of entertainment. You know, even all the way down to the laws and legislation, and him actually protecting the alphabets, and you know, it is only evil continually, and that was in the time of Noah, because you thought, you know, you hearing about a man being pregnant, you thought that was the worst news you ever heard. And now you got you hear more news come out. Biden said that 8-year-old can get his rod chopped off. This man is only evil continually, man. You know? So what you think the Lord gonna do? It wasn't gonna be no remnants left of that old world. How much more in this lifetime? Not a McDonald's cup or damn F-150. Nothing is gonna be left, you know, to remind you of this place. So it says, and spare not the old world, but save Noah, the eighth person, a preacher of righteousness. See? Because it's according to the standards of Yahweh Shema Shai. You know? It says, bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly. See, so he introduced, that was the medicine for that time period. The only way to really get things right, the flood had to come. It says, and, see, and turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, because that was the medicine for them. That fire, and that's why the F word, you might get a strike saying it. And I ain't talking about fuck. Bundles of sticks, the word for bundles of sticks. That's what it came from. From actually killing the fire and burning them. That was the medicine for them in that time. You know, it said, and turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemn them with an overthrow, making them an example unto those that after should live ungodly. See, so that lets you know what happened in Sodom and Gomorrah was only a prelude of what was going to take place in this lifetime. It was actually going to play out in its perfection in this lifetime. Matter of fact, because what it says, Sodom and Gomorrah was once again going to happen, was going to arise. But it's going to be spiritual, and it's playing out through America. This Revelations 11:8, it says, and their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city. What's that great city? America. Which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified. See, our Lord was etched out. The true nature of our Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, was etched out. Now he's been, they have painted a picture of him being a hippie that loved everyone. And and they got Jeebus, he also accept trannies. He loved everybody that much. He don't care how fruity you are. As long as you love me. But as you can see, Sodom was once again going to come on the scene. And it's playing out through America, man. You see that wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole planet Earth, man. And you see the hypocrisy. I just going back to point out, this training, this niggas actually got some form of power concerning the Department of Health, man. And there's nothing healthy about being one of those things, man. So what you think was going to happen to America? Just that alone, just that in itself is an indictment on them. You can, let's say you can, you ain't got to bring up slavery or these different atrocities this man have brought forth upon the planet Earth. Just this act alone justify the Lord overthrowing this man. Matter of fact, let's get this 2 15:5. Behold, said the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. Why is that? For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. See? So as you can see, the medicine for wickedness is plagues, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. See, this is the only way this is going to be fixed, man. Because you can't rehabilitate those type of things. You can't rehabilitate Esau himself, the so-called white man. Tells you he would not learn righteousness. He's accustomed to do evil. And this nigga, he's the one that took these former customs, these previous kingdoms and nations, and he took it down. That's why I said it exceedingly polluted the whole planet Earth. You had concerning Christmas, so-called. It go back to those Babylonians. But with Esau, when he got a hold to it, this nigga took it down. Not everybody around the world got a Christmas tree in their house, from gooks to Hamites to niggas, and that just scratching the surface. But it said it exceedingly So if this man and his wickedness far exceed, you know, all the wickedness that have been done upon the planet Earth. So what's going to be the results of it? What's the end results? Destruction, man. Matter of fact, let's go back to Second Ezra, the fourth chapter now. And I started 28. It says, "But as concerning the things whereof thou askest me, I will tell thee, for the evil is sown, but the destruction thereof is not yet come." And where is that evil sown? Here in America, man. You know, because this is the source. This is where wickedness steal from. Like I said, you got these other nations, they go off, of course. You know, they are also known as beasts as well. But who will take it down? Esau, even the so-called white man, the basis of all men. You know, even these Hamites. You know, you had a lot of these Hamites. They reject that homo spirit. You know, when Obama came, during his run, them Hamites was rejecting that shit, man. And they were the first ones, you know, was doing it. Those were the Sodomites, and all those were Hamites. But Esau took it a step further, man. You know? But the evil that is sown, that is America. Because this is the source of the wicked. This is the plug of wickedness, man. You know, matter of fact, if I go back, it was Sodom in the 14th chapter. Sodom 14 in verse 9. It says, "For the ungodly and his ungodliness." See? So you got the ungodly that bring forth ungodliness. Just like you smell something stink in the air, that means somebody fought. So you wonder what leggings, that's a thing now, leggings, and like I said, trannies. Where did that come from? Why is there an abundance of these things now? It comes from the so-called white man, stems from the devil himself, man. So it says, "For the ungodly and his ungodliness are both alike hateful unto the Most High." See? So it's this nigga, he's the source of the ungodliness. And as you can see, man, just going back to the clip, you got a fucking trainee that's over Department of Health, man, or assistant, or whatever you want to call it. This nigga a trainee, man. But he got some form of power and say so called. You know what I mean? You know? It says, go back 4:28. It says, "But as concerning the things whereof thou askest me, I will tell thee, for the evil is sown, but the destruction thereof is not yet come." See? Because they had to play, it got to be fulfilled. Just going back, we read it 2:15. The hurtful works are fulfilled. What it told you in the book of Genesis, the 15th chapter, concerning those Amorites, when the Lord was going to finally overthrow them. It tells you in the fourth generation, that when their iniquity will be fulfilled, man. So everything had to run its course. But now we're in a time where destruction is about to take place, man. It said, "If therefore which is sown be not turned upside down, and if the place where the evil is sown, see, pass not away." So that lets you know that evil that's sown is our actual place, which is America. This is what you get that wickedness from, especially that spirit, because you can't go nowhere without, you got a platform. You better not say nothing about them, man. Look what's going on with Dave Chappelle. You know, it was another guy, he made a tweet concerning Miss Doubtfire, and saying the first female four-star general is a damn man. This nigga was a man for 54 years till he decided he wanted to be a woman. Now somehow, some way, he's the first female four-star general. And also, just point out once again, just remember, this nigga over the Department of Health, man. And just like I said, just that act alone showed the Lord gonna have to destroy this place, man. That's why, going back to Noah and Lot, you know, because this it's not just a part of the region that's, just this region that's being affected. The whole planet Earth is being affected by this nigga and his wickedness, man. So what got to take place? That medicine, which is that fire, man. You know what I mean? So let's go back to 2 Peter real quick. Then we're going to get St. Luke 17. It says 2 Peter 6 and 2 and 6. It says, "In turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemn them with an overthrow, making them an example unto those that after should live ungodly." So that lets you know when an example goes back into example. Just like you had those old math books, before you actually do the work, they show you an example. And the example lets you know that was just a prelude. It was just an appetizer of what's really about to happen, man. You know? So Sodom and Gomorrah was actually going to play out in its perfection in this life, in this lifetime. That's why I said spiritually Sodom and Egypt. It said, "And delivered just Lot, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked. For that righteous man dwelling among them, in seeing and hearing." See, in seeing and hearing, and that's on all levels, from a commercial. You seeing, you know what I mean? Even all the way down to them, they got their own channel. And hearing and just trying to hear a man trying to sound like a woman. That's vexing, man. This nigga try to put on a female persona. That's vexing, man. That's why it tells you that Lot was at the gates. This man was continually prophesying that destruction. That was the only way that everything gonna be smoothed out. You know what I mean? So it says, "For that righteous man dwelling among them, in seeing and hearing, that's his righteous soul from day to day with their unlawful deeds." See? So that's why it tells you that Lot was in the gates. But it was left for an example of what's going to actually take place in this lifetime. So let's see this St. Luke 17 and 26. It says, "And as it was in the days of Noah, so shall it also be in the days of the Son of Man." See? So we're in that same time. Oh, it tells you that in the book of Sirach. I believe it's 44. That the time of Noah was also a time of wrath. Because that's what the Lord, He showed, He poured forth His wrath in that time by the way of the flood. But that's compared to the return of our Lord Yahushua. We once again in those times. It said they did eat, they drank, they married wives, they were given in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark. And the flood came and destroyed them all. See? It says likewise also, as in the days of Lot. See? It said likewise because guess what? In this same, that spirit is gonna play out in this lifetime as well, man. They did eat, they drank, they bought, they sold, they planted, they builded. But the same day that Lot went out of Sodom, it rained fire and brimstone from heaven and destroyed them all. Even thus shall it be in the day when the Son of Man is revealed. See? So we once again in those times, man. So Sodom was left for an example. The Lord is going to destroy this place in the same fashion. By the way of those missiles in this lifetime. That's how that fire, like I said, just deadening itself an indictment on the so-called white man, man. This nigga gotta go, man. So yeah, I can imagine who they edifying. Let it give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rachakadosh.